Hello, this is Coding Demos and welcome to another tutorial from the Firebase series. In today's tutorial, you're going to learn how you can delete a user from Firebase. So let me give you guys an example of, a demo of what we're gonna build in today's tutorial. So you can see here, I have my emulator here running and I'm showing you guys my Firebase project console. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to register a new user, and after I register this user I'll be logging in, and then I'm going to delete that user from Firebase. So I'm going to click on the sign up button. Okay, so registered successfully, that's good. So we'll be receiving an email, and you can see on top. Okay, so this is the email that I just received, because based on the previous tutorial I showed you guys how you can send an email whenever a new user register with your app. So this is the email and this is the link. So I'm going to click on the link to verify this account. So let's wait for the loading to finish. Okay, your email is verified. That's good. Now let's go back to the emulator and I'm going to click on the login button. Since we have registered the user, we have verified the user. Now let's log into the app with that user. Click on login, and we'll be directed to the profile page. This is the profile page, and you can see there is a new button right here, which is the delete account. So when you click on the delete account, another dialog will show up, giving you some sort of a warning that, hey, are you really sure you want to delete this account? So I'm setting the title of the dialog, I'm setting the message, and I have these two buttons here, delete, which when you tap on this button, delete button, it will actually delete the user from Firebase. If you click on dismiss, then it will just dismiss the dialog. So let's say we want to delete the user, right? So let me just confirm with you guys. I'm going to refresh the page. So now you don't see the email that I just registered. Let me refresh the page, and so we can get the new email. I just want to show you guys that the email is actually saved in Firebase here. You can see this is the email that we just registered. This is the new one. So if we go back to the emulator and you tap on the delete account button and you click on the delete, which means you confirm that you want to delete this account. So you click on the delete. So it deletes the account, and then we'll go back to the main activity, showing you a toast message saying that account deleted. So to make sure that the account is deleted, I'm going to refresh this page, and we'll see that the email is removed from the account list. You can see, right, that email is already removed. And to double check again, I'm going to open up the emulator. I'm going to click on the login. I'm going to log in with that email address again. So when you click on the login, so Firebase will tell you this user doesn't exist, right? So that's exactly what you're gonna build into this tutorial. So let's go back to the Android Studio. Okay, first things first, let me change the project to the Firebase app. Okay, let me delete this user because I'll be using the same user too throughout this demo. So let me delete this first. Okay, deleted successfully. Let's go back to Android Studio and let's start coding. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to open up the profile activity, because here we need to add the button, and we need to open up the layout file, and inside this layout file we need to add two things: the progress bar to indicate that there's some sort of background operation that's happening in the background, and we need to add a button, these two things. So click on the palette and let's search for the progress bar. You drag it to the top here, and then you're going to add another button which is for the delete account. I'm going to put that on top of the sign up button, and let me just cut this and put it below the user email. Now for the progress bar, let me just change the ID to progress bar, and I'm going to change the width to wrap content as well, and I'm going to position this in the center using the layer gravity center, and then I'm going to set the visibility of this view to gone, because we'll be playing with the visibility for this progress bar later on when the user actually tap on the delete account. So for now, or by default, the visibility of this view would be gone. So we're done with the progress bar, and now we'll go to the button. So let's rename this button to button delete account. Let me change the label to delete account. Okay. Alright, so we're done with the layout file. Close this. Go back to the profile activity.java. Now let's reference the button, which we call this delete account, and the progress bar. We call this progress bar. Okay, and then we need to reference their IDs as well. So below the user logout button, I'm going to reference the delete account. Delete account, so find view by ID or r.id, and button delete, that's the one. I'm going to do the same thing for the progress bar. So progress bar, find view by ID, r.id dot progress bar. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Now the next step that we need to do is we need to set an on-click listener for the delete account. To do that, we'll do it on top of the user logout. So let's make some space here, and then I'm going to do delete dot set on click listener. Okay, so inside the on click listener here, the first thing that we need to do is we need to create the alert dialog. So let's do it now. We do alert dialog dot builder, and then we call it dialog equals to new alert dialog dot builder. We pass here the current context, which is the profile activity dot this, and end it with semicolon. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we need to set the title for the dialog. So we do dialog dot set title. So I have the title and description ready inside this text file. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to paste it right here. Come on, paste. Yep. I'm going to do the same thing for the message. Dialog.set message. Set message. So inside the set message, I'm going to copy this message. I'm going to paste it inside here. Oops, that's very long. Let me just break this into another line. Okay. So we have the title and we have the message. The other thing is we need to set the buttons. So we have two buttons. We have the positive, which is the delete, and we have the negative, which is the dismiss the dialog. So we'll do the positive first. Oops, dialog dot set positive button. So the first thing we need to pass here is the label, which is delete, and here will be the setting the click listener for the dialog, so that we need to set this so that we can actually react to the button clicks, which is the delete button. Okay, so inside this on click is where we're going to do the deletion of the user from the Firebase. Now to get the code for the delete, right, all you have to do is go to the Firebase console and then click on the go to docs, and I'm gonna look for the Android documentation, which is right here. Just click on that, and then we're going to scroll down a bit, click on the authentication, and then click on manage users, So scroll down a bit, keep on scrolling, keep on scrolling, keep on. Oh wait, that's the one. Delete a user. So this is the code that we're gonna use. So I'll go back to the Android Studio, and inside the dialog that set positive button, what we're gonna do is we call Firebase user, because you can see here we're actually calling the current user because we want to get the user email address. So now we're going to use the same thing, Firebase user dot delete, that's the one, and then we need to attach an incomplete listener. The reason why is because we need to monitor its operation, whether it's successful. Then if it's successful, then we delete the user. If it wasn't successful, then we show some error message inside the toast. So we do delete dot add incomplete, and then we call new incomplete. So end this with semicolon. So inside the incomplete here, the first thing that we do, check for the condition, and the condition of the task was that whether it's successful or not, whether the user was successfully deleted from Firebase or not. So that's what we're going to do right here. So if the task was successful, meaning the user is officially deleted from the Firebase console, we're going to show a toast message saying that account deleted. So toast dot make text, and I'm going to pass the current context. Current context is the profile activity. So profile activity dot this, and then for the message would be account deleted. We put this in a new line. Length, we set the length too long, and then finally end it with show. Okay, let me break this in another line. Alright, so we're showing a toast message saying account was deleted. Now if the task wasn't successful, we're going to show another toast message, but this time we're going to actually print whatever message that Firebase sent to us. So we just delete this message, and we're going to call task.getException.getMessage. Alright, cool. Okay, another thing that we do is, inside this if condition where the task was successful, we need to, if the task was actually successful, we show the message, the toast message, saying that account was deleted, and at the same time we want to direct the user back to the main screen. So to do that, remember the previous tutorial that we did, which is for the user logout function. So what we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna copy this. Sorry for my voice. So I'm gonna copy this code right here, and I'm just gonna paste it inside this if condition here. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're showing a toast message saying that account was deleted. That's good. And I'm going to start an attempt passing the current context, profile activity, and where are we directing the user to? The main activity. And then we're adding these flags, and we're starting the activity passing the new attempt. So if you're not aware of what exactly these flags and what do they do, then be sure to check out the other tutorial that I did that cover this topic. Okay, great. So we're done with this. We're done with whether the test was successful and whether it's not. Now we're done with the positive button. So let's work on the negative button. So dialog dot set negative button, and for the label we're going to name it dismiss. And then we're going to set a dialog interface on click listener. So here I'm just going to dismiss the dialog. So dialog interface, not this one, dialog interface here, that's the one, dot dismiss. So if the user clicks on dismiss, I'm going to dismiss the dialog. That's it. I'm not going to do any delete. I'm only going to I'm going to delete the user if the user taps on the delete button, which is this. If he taps on the dismiss, then I'm just going to dismiss the dialog, and the user can still use the app and he can still access the app. We're just dismissing the dialog, that's it. Okay, so we're done with the negative button. Finally, we need to show the dialog, and to do that, we do alert dialog, and we're going to call this alert dialog equals to dialog dot create, and finally we do alert dialog dot show. We're finally showing the alert dialog. Okay, what did I miss here? So far so good, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot to use the progress bar. Okay, so if once the user taps on the delete account, I'm showing the alert dialog, and once the user taps on the delete, when the user taps on the actual delete button, and inside the on click, that's where we're going to show the progress bar. So progress bar dot set visibility to visible. Alright, awesome. Now to hide this, we're going to add this inside the Firebase user delete add-on complete. Okay, so before the task was successful, that's where we're going to add the change the visibility of the dialog, the visibility of the progress bar to gone. So let me just copy this, paste it here, change the view visibility to gone. Okay. Alright, I guess we are done here. Okay, let me give this on. Hopefully there are no crashes. Alright, click on the run button and click OK. Let's wait for the build to finish. Okay, build is complete. Now the first thing that we need to do is register this user. So let me put in the email address and the password. I'm going to click on the sign up. So we are registering the user, and then we verify the user as usual, and then after we verify the user, we try to log in and we delete the account from there. Well, it's taking a while. Okay, great, registered successfully. I should receive an email by now. Let me check that. Okay, so this is the email. So let me verify that. I'll click on the link. Ah, finally, your mail is verified. Great. Now, let me go back to the console. Let me refresh. Okay, so the email is there. That's great. Let me go back to the emulator, and now let me log in. So scouting demos. So after I click on the login, we should see the delete account button. It's there already. That's good. So I'm going to click on the delete account. So you can see here the email is there, right? That's good. I'm going to click on the emulator, click on the delete account. Okay, you see the dialog and you see the title with the message, and we have these two buttons. So if I click on the dismiss, then I'm still inside the app. If I click on the delete account and click on the delete, that's when I'm going to delete the account from Firebase. So I'm going to do that, delete. Okay, progress bar is showing up, account deleted, and I move back to the main activity. So to verify that, I'm going to refresh this page to see that the account is officially deleted from the list of accounts. Okay, so the account is deleted. That's good. Now to verify that again, I'm going to log in. And we should be receiving the message that's saying this user doesn't exist. So let me refresh again. Okay, so you can see the account is officially removed from the list of accounts. Cool, right? Yep. So that's basically it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel for more great tutorials. Again, thank you for watching and happy coding.